I really fucking love snacks.
Welcome to Snack Time, Christmas episode. I'm Lindsay Adams. I'm your host, and I'm really excited to introduce today's guest because not only is she a fucking snack queen, certified, like was her job a snack queen, but she's also super fucking funny and has a Taylor Swift podcast, and it's just great. And we're gonna plug it all. But also, I just wanted to say really quickly, thank you guys for listening and subscribing and leaving all the fun notes. We do have a Discord now. So get in there, get debating, give your own opinions on fuck, marry, kill, Polly. And yeah, I'm slowly building and getting my shit together. So anyway, love you. Okay, now I would like to introduce our guest for the pod, Ellie McElvain.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. This is overdue considering the fact that you literally, as your job, would come up with fucking wild ass snack ideas and challenges and like truly living.
Yeah. So I was a staff writer and occasionally on camera for Good Mythical Morning. This is for your listeners, Lindsay.
And I mean, my listeners will be interested because it's an epic show.
Yeah. So, but just to give context, like Good Mythical Morning is a YouTube channel and it's hosted by these two guys and they do a lot of stuff there. The guys kind of came up doing like comedy songs and commercials and stuff like that. But their bread and butter, like the way that those guys are millionaires is by like eating gross food on the internet. And then not just gross food, also like sharing opinions about all food of every stripe. I mean, the amount of taste tests that I like brainstormed, pitched, produced, created, the amount of information rattling around this old chestnut about obscure, like I could tell you so much about like Ralph generic brand stuff. I can't even.
Oh, I love it. And I want to hear all of it. Snack facts are like, I haven't made an official snack facts category or segment because I feel like every time I have a host or a guest on and I'm like, do you want to know some snack facts? They're like, not really. And I'm like, here's some snack facts.
Here's some snack bags.
I was like, here's some things. So I sneak it into two truths and a lie I will do extensive research and it's insane.
You should write for a Good Mythical Morning, but you know, I don't know.
I would I would love to.
But yeah, so like a lot of what I would do would be researching and trying to find, like we did this ice cream tournament where like I had to come up with fun facts for every ice cream brand and flavor you could imagine, like ranging from Breyers to Eddie's to Ben and Jerry's to like Bluebell to
Is that how it's pronounced, Eddie's?
Yeah, I think so.
I've always said Edie's growing up, and
well, it's a guy. It's these. Okay, I know a lot. It's these two brothers.
I'm so interested. Is it like Edie's and Dryer? Like it's like Eddie's and Dryers.
So Dryers and Eddie's regionally, what happened was there was these like brothers who like, or at least two guys who started this business in like Pennsylvania, and one of them moved out west and like got fancy with flavors, and the other guy was like, I don't know about that, and there's a whole drama to it, and
good.
So this guy moved to San Francisco, starts doing wild stuff, like I think he developed Rocky Road. I think he was the first guy to create Rocky Road.
I'll say this. Bluebell thinks they created Rocky Road, I believe.
I think they're wrong about that.
I know, but you know what?
But it's been years since I was in the like ice cream mines of researching all of this, so I could be misremembering.
No,
but I do know that the Eddie's Dryers split is because they were Dryers on the East Coast, and then Eddie's, that was like the guy who was on the West Coast, but they've never been able to get on the same
reconcile.
page. It's too and it's very confusing. And then that decision has nothing to do with the fact that there's Breyers. And how confusing is that there's a Breyers and a Dryers and those have no connection. Breyers was founded by some German immigrant. Anyway, like I said, the amount of dumb shit I know is truly unbelievable.
Oh, I could talk about this forever. I also like part of what I learned, I'm sure you found the same thing, is like every brand is like they like will just decide that their claim to fame is inventing a flavor or a way that
Mhm.
something was packaged, and there's
Yeah.
nobody to dispute it really, because
Yeah.
all of the information is so kind of wishy-washy. So it's like on
Yeah,
Steve Hernandez episode, it was like, what was the name of like the dip? It was like some dip.
the French dip.
Yeah, that
The French dip
company.
sandwich.
No,
Not
no,
the
no,
like
no.
the
It was
dip.
no, it's French onion. Everybody's gonna be yelling at this fucking podcast right now, being like,
Oh.
"Get it right." Um,
Well, there's the French dip sandwich, which has a contentious origin story in Los Angeles of which
does it?
restaurant started it. So
Oh,
that's what I
okay,
thought you were talking
yes.
about. But if you're talking about the literal creamy dip, I don't know about that.
No, I'm talking about the creamy dip. It's like some brand, and I can't think of the name of it. It starts with like an L, but it's a California-based brand, and they said that they were the first people to invent like sealed packaging for potato chips.
That can't be true.
I know, but it's like every website has this like lore that like it's just so funny. I would love
Yeah.
to do another episode with you, just snack facts now,
Okay.
because
I can
it's
pull out
like,
some really niche stuff.
I mean, it's fun. There's lots of fucking crazy shit
Well,
surrounding it.
like there's no one's really regulating food history. Like
Mm-mm.
there's some like academics who care about like culinary history and stuff like that. But when it comes to like commercial snack shit, like that is no one's like people are really protective of like cultural culinary traditions and stuff like that.
Right.
But like when it comes to like was Pringles the first one to stack in a can? Like no one cares.
Yeah.
So like Pringles can be like, we were the first to stack in a can,
Right.
and like no one's the wiser. But then there's like there's shit like Oreos having had their like dark never seen twin, which is called what are those cookies called? They have the worst name ever.
Oh my God. I actually like looked into this recently. Have you seen that stupid show on the History Channel where it's like the snacks that made us, and they do these heinous reenactments?
Hydrox.
Oh, yes. It
Hydrox,
sounds
which
like
is
medicine.
which is like it sounds poisonous.
Yes.
Like what's the the thing that everyone's been injecting into their veins because Joe Rogan told them to? It sounds like that thing.
Whatever is that? Yeah,
Sorry, I'm sure your podcast doesn't want any smoke with Joe Rogan.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, imagine. This isn't like a really Joe Rogan centric podcast. Imagine if this was like an offshoot of Joe Rogan's podcast, but it was just focused on snacks. And instead of like normal snacks, it was just these like fringe protein packed.
Yeah.
Just like protein
like creatine pills.
Ugh, so heinous.
Yeah.
No, but
My
snack
ex-boyfriend
history.
once took a creatine pill from the Joe Rogan website or something like that, and he had like a horrible 48 hours. He was like
Really?
He was like having a depressive spiral. It like really fucked him up.
I feel like Joe Rogan's body is like some sort of weird fortress, and nobody should replicate the stuff that he puts inside of it.
Yeah, he's not the fit model for like, like for like what the average person can handle. He's just
I like highly question what is going on chemistry wise in his body that is even remotely related to being a human being. Basically, Joe Rogan's not a human, and I'll own that.
yeah.
So That's my big statement on this. On the Christmas episode of Snack Time, we are now talking about how Joe Rogan is not a human. So
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're
No,
being
but
bad.
yeah, we're being terrible, talking shit. It turns into like
I'm
no
not afraid.
controversy. So let me ask you, do you get excited about Christmas food and snacks?
Absolutely.
Ugh,
Big time excited. Christmas is really important to me as a good
okay.
Christian girl. Just kidding.
Oh God, that's so yeah, please don't bring the Lord into this.
No, my parents grew up Catholic, but I was not raised with religion at all. So I'm like not that at
Yeah.
all. I love Christmas as a holiday though. It's because of the food and the snacks. I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas cookies.
Oh my God.
It's the reason for the season.
I honestly like I enjoy Christmas. I mean, let's be honest. Like, yes, it's holiday season, but I think Christmas is king when it comes to flavors and the plethora of themed things that you can include
Yeah,
in
I
celebration.
absolutely love latkes, potato latkes,
Do
latkes. I don't know how to
you?
say it. I love
I mean,
them
I don't
so
know.
much. I have had friends who have made me some of the best latkes I've ever had, and so like I appreciate other cultural traditions around this time.
Yeah.
But like you said, in terms of variety and like savory to sweet to casseroles to candies, it can't be beat. But
It
because
can't.
it's a cultural behemoth, Christmas is, and the hegemony of Christianity in Western culture is it's very strong, and so because
Yes.
of that and capitalism and whatever, we have a lot of options.
We do. And honestly, and because this is like when the lack of regulation for what goes into our food becomes a huge plus in America. Like
Mm.
any sort of holiday or themed event is when it's like incredible that we get to put the most heinous chemicals that create the most beautiful colors into our food.
Yes. Yeah. Working with food dye is always such a trip. I'm just like, this is so weird.
It's so bananas and I don't hate it. Like there are way worse
Mm.
things that I can put in my body and
Oh yeah.
I will put them in
I
my
smoke
body.
Camel Crushes, baby.
Yes, bitch.
I've never met a camel I haven't crushed. And people are always like, that's so much worse for you. They're like banning
I
mentholated
know they're
cigarettes.
banning
And I'm
menthol.
like,
RIP.
they cannot because I need it.
It's like it's on the whole it's just like just do what other countries do. Isn't there I think I don't forgot what country I read something the other day. I'm like honestly, I read so many facts and I love facts and then I retain none of them in my brain. I don't remember names of anything. I'm
That's
like
okay.
already but I read recently that it was proposed that raise the smoking age
Fine by
every
me.
year. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when I was a kid, they were like, "What did deter you from smoking?" It was Mike Bridenstine's podcast. That's what it was, and
Oh,
he had given some fact, and it was like if they raise the smoking age every year, would it deter you? And it's like that's probably more effective than banning menthols.
I would be really upset if I couldn't find menthols. I would like go to Mexico and get like a carton.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that hard. The fact that we are like surrounded on either side. I mean, you can get anything in Mexico, which is like, I don't know,
Putting a
but
new body.
I know, I know all the Brazilian, the BBL stuff with people going to
Yeah,
Mexico and the new teeth and shit.
I know.
It's
I've always wanted to get my teeth fixed. If you're
same.
not
You
just
don't need
listening
your
to this,
teeth fixed?
they're bad.
No, I love them. I have baby
They're
teeth.
weird. You have
My
baby
teeth,
teeth?
yeah,
I can't. They
they're
look great.
disappearing.
They look
Thanks.
great.
I think your teeth look great. I've always wanted to get like a
They're
fresh set
crooked.
new teeth.
Me too. That part in the Cardi B song, the one that popped off, "Bad and Bougie," where she goes,
Yes.
I got I got a bag, got me some new teeth, or got my
Yeah.
teeth fixed. I'm butchering it, but
I
she
think
says
it's
like
Bodak. Yeah.
the first Bodak yellow,
Yeah. Bodak yellow.
when
Yeah.
when she's
Got a bag
she's
and fixed
talking
my
about,
teeth.
got a bag and fixed my teeth. Like the first thing she did with her bag, the bag that she acquired, was fix her teeth,
Yeah.
and I'm like, same baby, that's what
Well,
I would do.
you gotta have a good 20,000 sitting around in
Just to
order to
do it.
just to get the first thing. And then it only lasts like 10 years. And anytime it breaks or like has a problem that a tooth would have, which I've talked about extensively, how I will continuously break my teeth on hard candy
Ooh.
and and I have to go get them fixed and replaced. So
Yeah, I have
just be very
bad teeth.
expensive.
Not only are they crooked
Same.
and weird looking, but like I only do soft smile. Like if you look at my Instagram, Lindsay, you're never gonna see me smiling with my teeth. It's very rare.
It's so funny. And I do the same thing. There's only a certain angles, but I also have like,
This is me. This is my angle. Yeah.
that's a cute angle. I like it. I mean, we're so psychotic about how we look.
Yeah,
Literally
I know.
nobody is looking at our shit and being like, I'm like, everyone notices my weird curled upper lip that does like a weird Grinch thing when I smile.
But like some people do. Like
Yeah.
the worst thing that ever happened to me working on that YouTube channel was like becoming violently aware of things that I didn't know that I should hate about myself.
Yeah, but all the people who are commenting about all that stuff, I just feel like they're ugly. And like, also, I feel like, first of all, they're ugly. Second of all, they leave a comment like that and then they just go about their day. Like, they're not over here thinking about it for the rest of the day. They're
Must
just
be
like,
nice.
I know, right?
Must be nice. Oh, wait. Talking about chipping your teeth on hard candy, I just want to tell you
Yeah.
that I went to go see Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Love.
My town did this thing where we would do this big Harry Potter premieres whenever the movies would come out, and they would rent out this like movie theater for the whole town to go, and it was like a fundraiser for something. And I went, and I remember getting milk duds.
Ooh.
And, I was a child.
Sure.
I was still losing teeth. And I bit into a milk dud and my whole tooth came out with it. Awful. I was like streaming blood out of my mouth. I had to run to the bathroom.
Oh my God. I loved losing teeth. I was one of those kids that would sit
Would
there
you
and
like
wiggle
have
my
biting
tooth.
into a milk dud and it just
Yeah, I
popping out of your
would.
mouth?
I was
You
so
fucking
interested.
freak. Oh my
I was a
God.
freak. I would sit there and examine my tooth and just like my bloody tooth. And I was so sick. I feel like if I had like fully leaned into it, I would have worn a necklace of my teeth. Like if I didn't know that I was going to get money for putting it under my pillow,
Right.
like I would have for sure
I kept
gotten
some
like
of
a
my
necklace of
teeth, but
what a weird ritual.
yeah.
Like what a weird.
It's about like moving out of childhood, right? Like
and capitalism. We
'cause you
involve
get
money into
money?
it. Yeah.
I would get little treats.
Oh, I got money. I'm Jewish.
I'm glad you're Jewish since we were talking about Christmas is better than everything else.
Yeah. I mean, like we've always celebrated Christmas commercially. I just feel like if you're Jewish and you deprive the commercial aspect of Christmas from your kids, you're not, I mean, like that's an American thing. That's it's really not as related. I don't think people are like running around being like, if you eat a candy cane, it means you love Jesus. And I was scared of Jesus as a kid.
Well, he's,
I mean, horrifying.
He's
you guys
nailed
are sick
through his. I was calling myself an atheist when I was like 5, but yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, like anybody that puts Jesus on a cross in the middle of a fucking like is psychotic. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. You have a dead man decorating your home.
It's awful. It's like, you think I'm a freak for examining my bloody tooth?
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
you guys.
Yeah, you guys are fucking gross. You have like a half naked dude in a loincloth, like strapped up dead as hell on your wall.
Dead as hell.
This man is dead as hell. It doesn't even matter if he comes back to life. This man is dead as hell. I was also always just
Did
like
he come
very
back
confused.
after the crucifixion? I don't
God,
remember.
I really don't know any of the rules to any Catholic stuff. I'm constant and I don't really care to. I just know that none of it, all of
I
it
ju-
is like
I
analytical
know
bullshit.
he died and came back, but I can't remember if he died and came back and was killed again, and if the last killing was the cross or if that was the first killing.
Well, was he like
Anyway,
making water into what? Like, I just want, like, was he making water into wine when he was a ghost, or was that just like
no,
what he
no,
did when he was alive?
that was like a live Jesus, like hot young Jesus, like being like a
Oh,
star
okay.
amongst his people.
He was like, "Look what I can do, bitch."
Yeah.
Oh
Can you
my
do that?
god.
Bet not.
Yeah, thank God we've moved on to like Christmas cookies and things completely unrelated to what people refer to as the Lord. Um,
I know. I
so wait,
know.
so tell me, give me your background. Like, tell me what your favorite holiday snacks are. Like, what do you gravitate towards? What do you look forward to?
Okay, so I grew up in Chicago, so I feel like I know you talked about this in the uh in a recent episode, but like so Chicago has sort of key holiday snacks. So
Yes,
the first
Midwest.
one is like gourmet popcorn, like caramel and cheese popcorn
Yes,
together
carrots.
in a big tin. You gotta have that, okay? And I don't even
What
care where
brand
it's
were
come.
you?
Um,
Okay, you don't care where it's
I
coming
don't
from?
really care where it's coming from, but there's the what's it called? That's the famous
Nuts on
one.
Clark and
Nuts on Clark
Garrett's.
and Garrett's. We would always get Garrett's.
Okay.
Bougie. But
Mm.
like it's so crazy because um like I think you've also mentioned how like caramel is overrated, and I agree.
Yeah.
Is that like the caramel popcorn you think would be the star of the show, but in
Yeah.
fact when you get that 50-50 split of the cheesy popcorn and the caramel popcorn, you're always running out of the cheesy popcorn before
Yeah.
well before you run out of your caramel popcorn.
Oh, I'm a
Um,
picker. I'm a picker. I pick out the cheese and everyone's like, "Where'd the cheese go?" And I'm like, "I honestly have no idea."
yeah, it's mystery for the ages.
Yeah,
I
literally. I have
mean,
no clue.
who can know? We're gonna just have to pray on it or something, but it's not me.
Okay, so you gourmet
So
popcorn,
gourmet popcorn,
classic.
so Frango's mints is like also the classic
Mm.
Marshall Fields, like Chicago culture, and
Yeah.
that is a chocolate like that. So the comparable to that is the Franny Mae mint meltaways,
Right. Which
and
people, I think someone has mentioned at one point.
yeah,
I'm
Lisa.
I'm not like a fan of, oh, that's right, it was Lisa. I'm not a fan, like, and we've talked about this at length. I got into a fight with Junior Mints and Eliza
Mm.
Skinner on Twitter, um, but I'm not a fan. I don't like any sort of fucking weird minty center. The only thing I like are thin mints.
But mint meltaways don't have a minty center. What are you talking about? Like peppermint
Okay,
patties, I agree with you.
I've never had them, and I'm just making stuff up.
Oh my god. Okay, so mint meltaways are like a chocolate square, like a fudgy chocolate square,
Okay,
like a petite four, or what are those called?
Petit Four, yeah,
Petit four? It's like that, except
yeah.
more fudgy. And it's
Mm,
just chocolate with the mint in the chocolate. Like a
okay.
giant and you know mint chocolate chip ice cream, you're familiar. And
Explain.
and the chips in it, you think that's just chocolate, right? And then the mint is in the ice cream. It's as
Right.
if the mint in the ice cream was just in that chip, and that chip was a big hunk of chocolate.
Love it. Okay, I'm here for it.
And it's literally a mint melt away. Like you put it in your mouth and it melts, and it's like it's mostly chocolate with just the perfect amount of mint.
Whenever I think of any chocolate like that, I always think of the water tower on the Miracle Mile.
Oh yeah.
and like the mall. I used to like during the
Yeah.
holidays always go to that stupid mall that had like no stores,
Water
but
tower. Yeah, that was very like high school culture. We would like take the train into Chicago and go
ah,
shopping, and it was a nightmare.
oh my God, for sure. I went to the Burbank Mall somewhat recently to go to the AMC there. And
Are you
there were
A-list?
like, of course,
Oh my
bitch.
God, see a movie with me. I'll see anything. I'm
Yes.
A-list. Okay. Anyway.
I no, for sure. And I was like, there were troves of teens just like hounding. This was pre-COVID, but they just hounding the fucking.
Oh, so not that recently. You said like I went to the Burbank Mall recently.
Okay, it feels recently. Like pre-COVID still it like sits in my
Pre
memory.
pre-COVID is like 1,000 years ago to
I
me.
know. It's just like I don't know. But
Anyway,
it
so there were
feels
troves of teens.
yeah, troves of teens. It hasn't changed. Mall culture has not changed. And thank God for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, the water tower very much so. So for me, the Christmas starts with Garrett's popcorn, cheesy popcorn,
mhm.
caramel popcorn, mint meltaways, previously Frangos, mints,
Yes.
and then we are going into like my mom stuff. Okay. So we're
Ooh.
talking dips, we're talking roasts, we're talking casseroles. And
Okay.
then very importantly, and I think this is really cute, is that me and my family had this tradition where my mom is an incredible home cook.
Oh
She's
my God, love.
like could be a chef. You know, she just is really good, but she's not fucking pretentious about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like she'll use fennel, but she's not gonna, be like, I use fennel. You know what I mean?
She's the one they look forward to at the potluck. Like when they're like,
Yes.
oh, let's like invite, I don't know what your mom's name is, but what's her
Carol.
name? Let's
Carol.
invite Carol to the potluck because we know she's going to throw
Li
down.
literally, like she's known in the town, you
Love.
know? And, like, all of her, like, sisters-in-laws are always like, "How did you do it?" And she's like, "I don't know, follow the recipe," and it's like, "It's not that simple." Because she's been telling me that my whole life, like, "Just read
Oh
the
my
recipe,
God.
Ellie, and do it," and I'm like, "No, you have little tricks up your sleeves, and you always reveal them when I'm cooking with you." She'll
I
always be like,
know.
"Oh, don't do that. Do a pinch of this," and I'm like,
Hmm.
well, so that wouldn't have come up if I just read the recipe, bitch. Sorry, I never call my
Exactly.
mom bitch. I would never do that.
No, 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 no. I totally get it. And I'm the same way. People are like, I don't even tell people how I make stuff when I'm baking because I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. I throw shit in, and sometimes it's a heinous mistake. And other
Yeah.
times I'm like, here's the trick. Grab an extra handful of sugar. Don't even measure it. Just grab it with your bare hands and throw
It's
it
only
in like
gonna
an
work if it's
animal.
your bare hands, if it mixes with the oil of the human
Well, it's
flesh.
gotta like it's gotta fall through the fingers a little bit. That way you're not getting that full hand. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna measure that for you. It's just like my animalistic instincts of like, it's not sweet enough.
Yeah, your body will know. You
Yeah.
don't think too hard about it. Your
Listen to
body
your
will know how
body.
much sugar to
It's
grab.
intuitive baking. Instead of intuitive eating, it's intuitive baking.
Intuitive baking. Well, my mom would say cooking should be very intuitive. And
Love it.
I'm getting better, but I'm not great. Anyway, so there was this Christmas Eve where she would normally do this sort of elaborate Christmas Eve dinner. And because then we would go to family on Christmas Day and she would just bring a dish or two. But then
Yeah.
on Christmas Eve, it was just me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. And this one Christmas Eve, she fucked up. She like fully burnt the roast or
Oh,
whatever, and it was like smoking, it was chaos, and it was
shit.
already like 9 p.m. or something, and it was just a disaster. And my mom, like, she's amazing, but she's not like a perfect homemaking mom. I grew up in the suburbs
Yeah.
where there were a lot of like stay-at-home moms who were like really impeccable and doing all this stuff. She worked full time. She's like cool. She's down to earth. And so she just had this like fuck it moment. And we went out as a family to like whatever store was open, probably McChesney and Miller, the local Glen Ellen grocery store. And we got a bunch of cereal and we just had this like midnight cereal fest on Christmas Eve. And then that became a tradition going forward where instead of a
Ah,
fancy Christmas Eve dinner, we would do cereal. And then we would open one present and everyone would get two presents. Sorry, pajamas and a book. Everyone would get pajamas and a book on Christmas Eve.
I love that. People say pajamas are cheesy, and I really
When
wanna
else are you buying
implement them.
pajamas?
I mean, that's the thing is like, who wears
Those are my
actual
jammies for the
pajamas?
years.
Yeah, I literally wear like shorts and like a half bra to bed. I wear shorts like that I had in 8th grade that are falling apart, like the Sophies or whatever. Do you know what
You
I'm
wear
talking about?
Sophies to bed?
Yeah, but I don't roll them, Ellie.
Okay.
I
So you wear
them
long
proper.
Sophies to bed. For some reason, that's worse to me.
Long Sophies. I do wear long Sophies to bed. I bought pajama sets, but it's like I don't know who wears full length pajamas to bed. Like to me, that's like what a
I
crazy person would do.
Yeah, like the button down matching pajamas. That's not really what we do. Like usually it's just like sort of a nice pair of like sweatpants, pajama sweatpants,
Right.
and then
Okay.
like a really soft t-shirt or long sleeve t-shirt.
The
And then
softness of the t-shirt is important.
really soft. And then on my day-to-day, no am I wearing my pajamas every night, but I am wearing like in LA because it's hot and my temperature fluctuates wildly in the night. I wear
Same.
men's sort of like basketball sweater shorts. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
kind of
do know what
long
you mean.
Sophies in the world of long Sophies.
No, it is long Sophies essentially. Look, we could all use a pair of long Sophies. That is long Sophies. Nothing says Christmas like long Sophies. Stop buying people pajamas and buy a bunch of long Sophies.
Long
Just to be
Sophies.
clear, they're only long if you don't roll them.
If you
And
don't roll them.
this is probably, I don't know if boys at all will relate to this
Well,
conversation.
they were definitely
or
ogling us in our Sophies.
well, yeah,
our
that was the
rolled
whole point that your
Sophies.
butt cheeks were hanging out and you were
Out
like
and cupped. I can't believe Sophies haven't
cupped.
made a recurrence on TikTok.
I actually agree with you. Maybe that's something to invest in. I don't know. Who knows? Anytime I make a TikTok, it gets like 100 views and I like sulk about it. So I'm over it. I'm like, this is a good one. And then
You've
it's
been
like,
shadow banned.
forget it. I know that's what people say. And it's like, well, is it that or is the content just bad?
Well, we can't get into TikTok
No,
strategy. That's what I do for my day job.
I know you're a TikTok mastermind.
Mm.
But okay, so related, I honestly could just like chit chat all day about absolutely nothing. But
Yeah.
relating this back to snacks, so tell me the stuff that your mom makes that is epic holiday.
Okay, so she has she candies her own like nuts. Like she makes her
Yes,
own like
yes,
pralines
bitch.
and candies her own nuts.
Pralines
And
are.
pralines are so good. Like she makes that and then she'll make her own brittle out of that. So it'll just be these sheets of like the best like praline brittle, like toffee crunch chocolate.
Does she make
so good.
the Christmas crack? Does she make that
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
with
I
the
don't know if that's
crackers?
exactly what it is,
Yeah.
but that sounds right.
It's like it's so fucking delicious. My mom
Oh,
would
the
never
one that
make
has
stuff.
sort of the chocolate with the nuts and on the inside is the toffee? Is that what you're talking about? The Christmas crack?
Christmas crack is a layer of saltines, a layer of toffee, a layer of chocolate,
Oh.
and you can add nuts to it.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no
Got it.
saltines.
Okay.
No, I'm talking there's a brand that does this, but she like sort of makes her own.
Yeah.
And it's really good. And like she's really not a baker. Like she's not
Yeah.
really a baker. Like you're a star baker and she's really just a
Star.
cook. Like she likes
Okay.
cooking. She doesn't like the mathematical element of baking. But then she'll like turn around and turn out these like stunningly beautiful Christmas cookies. Like
Ugh.
really aesthetically gorgeous. And then my
What
dad
kind?
usually she does a shortbread
Okay.
or a sugar cookie and then
Right.
and then we'll decorate. Classic.
Got it.
Right?
What's your preference in sugar cookie? Softer or shortbready?
Shortbready.
Yeah. Okay. That's superior for sure.
Okay, great. I was gonna say, I mean, I just think that like I want to taste the vanilla, and then my
Yep.
mom's really good at adding just enough salt to her
Mm.
doughs that you it's not just that like really cloying, sweet, full cookie taste. It has a really good mix of being like a little bit like less sweet, a little bit more like so that the icing can sing, you know?
Yes, that's exactly it. I mean, you just
Yeah.
vocalized it perfectly. Couldn't be
Yeah.
said better. So she makes the sugar cookies.
I'll have to text you
Gorgeous.
like this picture of these cookies she made the other year. It's just like gorgeous stuff. She
Oh,
like watercolor painted them. It was crazy.
shut up.
Yeah, I think it was some New York Times. Lola, no, get out of there. Get out of there. She's
What
like
is your
crawling.
dog doing?
She's crawling into a crawl space. There's this
Okay.
like spooky crawl space in my spooky apartment, and the door fell down to it
Yeah.
right as we were starting. And so she was just trying to get in there. And I was
So
like,
she's like, that's
do
a
not
dog
go in there.
house.
That's a doghouse. Yeah. There's
Your
like,
dog is so cute, by the way. If you need to
thank
see
you.
pictures of Ellie's dog, you need to go to her Instagram.
My Instagram, I have a highlight reel that is just
Yeah.
like gobs and gobs of really good video of Lola.
Yeah. She's so fucking cute. It's stupid.
I don't really post her on the grid anymore because she does not do numbers, which is insane to me.
I don't know what does numbers on Instagram. For a while, people said faces, but I think it depends on like what you're known for. Because
Yeah, it depends what people are following you for. So like, but people followed me because I was that girl on that show, and so
right.
when my face is on, they're like, "Oh, there's the girl from the show."
But they
You
don't
know?
want to. They're like, who
But
is
they're
this
like, "The
dog?
girl from the show's dog." Okay.
They're like, does this dog talk? Where are the buttons? They're like, I'm not interested unless there's buttons.
Wish I could show you her face right now. She's the most expressive animal on the face of the planet.
I love it. So she makes the cookies, your mom, and then what else? What do you what's on
But then
the
I want to say,
spread?
like, my dad just started making cookies, so he like had some health
Okay.
issues, and he like and then he like very bizarrely just started. He like decided he was gonna be a baker now.
Love.
And like in like quarantine, that was sort of his thing. But it's like
Sure.
it's hell on earth for my mom because he's like never been good at cleaning anything. He's literally like Homer
Mm.
Simpson, honestly. Like he like is like a badass. Like
That's
he's like
so funny.
he's like doesn't clean up anything. Like I remember there was this time in college where my mom broke her ankle and I had to stay home to take care of her for a little while. And I asked my dad to run the dishwasher and he was like, "Okay, great, I can do that. Where are the dishwasher pods?" And I was like, "The dishwasher pods have been in the same place underneath the sink that they have been for 20 years. My entire life, the dishwasher pods have never moved. So
Love.
what you're telling me, father, who I'm supposed to respect now, is that you have literally never run the dishwasher in your like 30-year marriage with my mom. That is foul."
I mean, I would kill for a dishwasher because cleaning is unanimously, in my opinion, the worst.
You don't have a
part of
dishwasher and you're
baking.
baking all the time?
I know, it's like honestly a living nightmare. I spend so much time cleaning and I don't even do a good job. Like Nick is always mad because like if I just use something for flour, for example, I'm not like I literally just wipe it out and he's like, "Why is there flour all over this?" He's like, "This isn't clean." And I was like, "It's fucking fine. It's flour. Nobody cares."
And also, like, how much is Nick using like the big mixing bowls?
I know. He like will put
Like,
popcorn
I guess he
in them or
cooks.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
cooks. But like he's like your whole like mentality around it being fine to just put back stuff covered in flour is not correct.
That's fair. I think that's
I mean,
fair,
it's
actually.
fair, but I'm also just like, okay, fine. Like, whatever. When we have a dishwasher the size of my cookie sheets, then, we'll talk about it. Also,
Yeah.
every single cook and baker I see who has like seasoned pans and shit, like pulls them out and they're like covered in gunk. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Suck my ass.
Yeah, the baking sheets, I don't think. Yeah, that's a whole nother world. But
Yeah.
you need a dishwasher. I don't know where it's at on your list, but you have to move. You have to go to a place with a dishwasher.
It's on my list, but it's so in LA, it's just like they'll give you a dishwasher in a kitchen the size of a closet. And it's like, okay,
You would
well, I
rather
don't
have a
know.
bigger kitchen.
I would rather have a bigger kitchen, but
Yeah.
okay. So I want to play some games with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just wanted to say
around-
really quick that my dad started
Yes.
making cookies and he made
Oh, yeah,
the
that's-
most insane cookies last year that I can't even tell you. He made these like insane like marshmallow wreaths with cornflakes and red hots. Have you ever heard of
Oh.
these? And it was it was the grossest thing I've ever seen, but then they were actually pretty good. So that was just that was the end of I was like roasting my dad, but like he did make this cookie that was really gross and a disaster and a mess. And then it was like hermetically sealed to the bowl. This like melted marshmallow cornflake stuff. But
I mean, that's what
anyway.
happens when you make Rice Krispie treats and it's the best.
Yeah, but it was pretty
So-
good. It was pretty good. Anyway, let's play a game.
I know. Okay, so let's play games. We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie. So, or
Okay.
actually, did I do the research for this? No, I just have fun snack facts. But we're gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill, Polly, so don't worry. But I did some research on Christmas treats. Well, actually, more specifically,
You can't come up with a lie on the spot.
I mean, I can, and I will come up. Don't chat. Excuse me, Ellie. This is my life and my podcast. And I will come up with lies on the spot. But honestly, sometimes the truths are just like so much weirder. So Better Homes
Yeah.
and Gardens did a bunch of shit. I'm not trying to give them a shout out because I'm sure they're owned by a Republican, but
I gotta be.
I mean, there's no way. Better Homes and Gardens, seriously. Whatever. Are they owned by Hearst? Who knows?
Yeah.
They did
Our
research.
Better Homes and Gardens are being ruined by, I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
They did research on what people's favorite Christmas treats were by state.
Okay.
And I tend to not believe it just because, like, one of the things that popped up a lot, specifically in California, were peppermint chocolate chip cookies. And I've literally never in my life Googled
What? Do they
peppermint
mean like,
chocolate-
do they mean like I could understand if that was about peppermint JoJo's, like Trader JoJo's.
Yeah. No, but I don't know.
Which that's my favorite holiday like cookie like package.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, love.
It's perfect. The texture, the little
Yeah.
crunch.
It's good.
Peppermint Trader JoJo's iconic top.
I
Anyway,
agree.
but
Well,
that's
it's
insane.
been
Chocolate
mint
chip
as-
cookie, mint chocolate chip cookie. That's fake.
There's no, I don't even know. I mean, are people
I've never even
Googling
seen
it?
that.
I've never even seen that in my life. It's insane. And then the other ones, I mean, gingerbread cake, Colorado, shout out. I love gingerbread. I'm a gingerbread bitch. I love ginger
Okay.
snaps. Are you into ginger?
I love ginger.
Okay, great.
I like chocolate more and I like shortbread more, but like
Okay.
gingerbread is so holiday, you have to.
I like a spicy gingerbread. I like a spicy ginger. You know what I do with my gingerbread or with my ginger snap cookies is put cayenne pepper in it.
Oh,
And it, like,
okay.
It fucks it up in a way where it's like you don't realize you have cayenne pepper, but the ginger always cooks out. You know when ginger gives you that spice on the end where
Mhm.
you're like, a little bit, and it
Yeah.
cooks out normally. No matter how much ginger you put in it,
Right.
it cooks out. But if you put cayenne pepper in it, you get the end bite.
You're sort of creating that experience with the
Exactly.
cayenne. You
Exactly.
genius. I don't
I
like
mean-
spicy stuff, but I do love like a ginger candy. I can handle that kind of heat.
I don't like spicy stuff either. And I also don't particularly like get excited by the idea of something like Mexican hot chocolate or putting like chamoy on shit. It's just never been something.
I'm just the whitest bitch you'll ever meet, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure it's.
I can't even eat cilantro. I have that gene that
You
makes it taste like
shut
soap
up.
to me.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. I love
It
cilantro,
sucks.
but I'm always like ordering from like Asian restaurants and being like, I'm the one that's like do you guys make it mild? And if they don't, to be fair, I'm not like an asshole. I'm not like, can you make it mild? But if they give me an option, I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
like,
gonna take the option.
yeah, for
So
sure.
if I have something that's spicy, like actually spicy, I don't taste it. There's no flavor to me. Like I have such an
Thank
intolerance to
you.
spice that like my mouth just hurts, and maybe I got a second or two of flavor,
Yeah.
but then the rest of like the hour is about how my mouth hurts now, and that's
Yeah.
not fun for me. And so I've tried to build my tolerance. I just don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, like I find like when I eat really spicy food and I'm like eating it, I feel like I'm pretending to be an adult. Like that's the vibe I have where I'm just like, yeah, this is so good. Oh
I
my
love
God.
this.
Yeah, like,
No, I'm
oh,
cool. Yeah,
yeah, this is
this is
so
good
good.
to me.
And it's like,
Actually,
just
this
give me
is good
a
to
fucking
me.
scallion pancake. Like,
Yeah.
throw whatever you need to throw on it to
Give
fucking tone it
me
down.
your basic pad thai pad see ew.
Yeah, like
Okay.
all this Nashville hot chicken, they're like, and then douse it in hot sauce. And I just like, I'm like, or you could just not.
What are you trying to prove?
Yeah. Or just like, don't just eat, let me dip fried chicken in honey. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyway, so
Yeah.
here, do you want to hear what the
Yeah.
favorite treats for each state? Okay, so Alabama red velvet cake. I don't really consider that holiday.
No, that's very birthday culture to me. That's like my
Yeah.
mom's favorite birthday
Yeah.
cake. So
So
that's
some of
real birthday.
these are like essentially it's
But I
just like
can see it's red. I can see why that would be a holiday.
yeah, I mean you can technically yeah, you can technically make it a holiday treat, but I don't even love red velvet cake. I think it's stupid. So
Oh, I love it. My
Alaska,
mom makes it though. She makes it really good. You would like my mom's red velvet cake.
I believe that.
Okay.
So Alaska loves M&Ms, which is like
What?
understandable because look, they go for the package, and I'll say this: M&M's has some really fun festive flavors. Like they have a sugar
What?
cookie M&M right now. I know.
What?
Are you? They have a sugar cookie M&M that I
I'm out of the
love.
game. I'm sure if I was still at GMM, I would know all about this, but I'm out of the game.
Yes, they
I've
have
had the
sugar
fudge
cookie
one.
M&Ms. No, the fudge.
Okay.
I hate the fudge.
It was not good for me. Yeah.
Do you
It
know
was not
that?
good
So
for me.
the sugar cookie M&Ms to me, they taste like a little crunchy like birthday cake bites. They're like a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love that.
They're really fucking good. I highly recommend that. So I don't know what kind of M&Ms Alaska fucks with, but they're big on the M&Ms. I also don't
Okay.
know what the variety of options are in Alaska because I feel like we have so many.
Yeah.
Like,
Like what else
do
are they
they?
going to say? Smoked fish, it's like,
Yeah, which is like year round for them. They're like, "Are you kidding
yeah.
me?" Arizona hot chocolate. Okay, boring. That honestly checks out for Arizona.
Interesting because it's hot there.
I know. Well, is it hot everywhere in Arizona? I don't know a ton about it.
Well, I mean, there are some mountainous parts
Sure.
like Sedona. I'm sure it gets a little chillier, just like we do.
Sedona's been coming up a lot in conversation lately. People keep talking about it being magical, and I guess I'll have to go.
The vortices. The vortices.
What is that?
So Sedona's thing, their like tourism thing is that they have these spiritual, like powerful energy vortices. They're a vortex, an energy vortex. But the
Oh.
plural of that is vortices. So I'm gonna say vortices a lot
Okay.
because there's more than one.
Sure.
And so it's beautiful, right? It's like sort of red rocks, canyon shit, right? But then
Right.
there's these points that you can hike to or drive to.
Yeah.
And I went to one with my mom when we did Route 66 when I came out to California.
Cute.
Yeah, me and my mom are besties. And
I love your mom already. I don't even know her, but Carol, shout out.
she's really good. I mean, she's my mom first. She's not
Yeah.
one of those weird things, but we went to one of these vortices and there was like a lot of like, white people wearing turquoise necklaces
Sure.
and stuff like that.
That's
And
my mom.
I did not feel any I was not moved to, but, like, I can't, like, meditate, I'm just not one of those woo-woo
Sure.
people. I feel like
Yeah.
if you are more in touch with the, like, rhythm of the universe or whatever
Yeah.
the hell, you would probably fuck with Sedona a little more. I mean, I
Sure.
liked it from sort of, like, an ironic kind of like, "Oh, this is funny," type of
My
way.
yoga
I think
teacher went and raved about it, which isn't shocking. Like that feels like
the
that
yoga
checks
tea yeah,
out.
that's exactly who should go. Yeah.
Yeah. My yoga teacher like 100% went and was like, this is great. It's spiritual. And I was like, this makes me not believe you. Like, this makes me feel like I would hate it. But at the same time, I meditate, but I do it because I'm so detached from whatever you consider the vibrations of the universe that I like need to be grounded and in some way. I'm like so
Interesting.
floaty and out of control. So that's my
Yeah.
natural state. But Arizona, fine. We'll go to Sedona, drink hot chocolate. Arkansas, cheesecake. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
Cheesecake, where do you sit on cheesecake?
I like it. It's a
Okay.
lot.
It
I
is
can
a
only
lot.
do one piece.
I understand. I like cheesecake. I've been tempted to make cheesecake this year. I want to make cheesecake with ricotta. And anytime I say ricotta, I hear my friend who's Italian say ricotta.
Ricot.
Ricotta. And it's like the same way when someone says hummus, I hear like my friend who's Israeli go hummus, and it's like
Homies.
I can't. Can you just
That
be
can't be
white?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just be white about it.
I don't know if you can say that, Lindsay.
No, I actually can't. I'm gonna be fully canceled. To be clear, that was sarcasm, and it was a parody of making fun of how disgusting I am.
Yeah.
Um, so Arkansas cheesecake, California peppermint chocolate chip cookies,
That's the most
disgusting.
insane thing I've ever heard.
California is very packaged food. It should really just embrace the packaged food because we do
Yeah.
technically have produce year round, but I just had strawberries that tasted like asshole. So like you just shouldn't eat fruit out of season even if it's grown in California,
I agree.
in my opinion. So
I agree.
peppermint chocolate chip cookies, California, I don't know what kind of wild ass shit you're on. This feels like a
Sounds fake, feels
Bakersfield thing.
fake.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it
fake
sounds like
news.
it sounds like the Republican part of California that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, maybe there are people in Orange County who are just like, they don't know what to do with
Really into
themselves. They haven't had a cookie in like 5 years and they're like, "Okay, is this what a cookie is?" Colorado gingerbread cake, love. Connecticut is cheesecake too, which is okay.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, I feel like that's like an
Cheesecake
East Coast
isn't like a
thing.
holiday cake to me, but, whatever.
Well, cheesecake is exhausting to make and it doesn't I don't see it as a holiday cake either. I think you can have cheesecake year round, but you are
For sure.
signing up for
There's
something
a
intense.
cheesecake factory,
I
and
mean,
and and they wouldn't be pushing it out like it's a factory on the lines if you
if
couldn't
it
have
was seasonal.
cheesecake year round. Yeah.
Delaware chocolate chip cookies, I don't hate that. A good chocolate chip cookie can stand on its own.
There's something beautiful about being home for the holidays and making from scratch chocolate chip cookies and not even fucking with
Yeah.
all of the holiday cookie sugar cookie designing, decorating mess. Just having a
Yeah.
fucking cookie. I love that for you, Delaware.
I'm physically incapable of making a chocolate chip cookie without last minute throwing some ingredient in there. I don't know what my problem is, but I just cannot make a plain chocolate chip cookie.
I love
I
a plain
always
chocolate chip cookie, and I'm always begging my mom for it, and she has the same problem. She'll just
yeah.
throw in oats, and I'm like, "No, no, it's an oatmeal cookie. What have you done?"
Oh, I love it. An oatmeal chocolate chip cookie, that's like
It's
the
pretty
bare
good.
minimum. Nick is like big on just like really pure, solid cookies. And like his
So
favorite
he's
cookie,
constantly disappointed by you.
yeah, he's like always like, you literally don't need to put pretzels in it. And I'm like, but I could put it like, I'm like,
Yeah.
but if I have them, I'll put them in there. So he would love it if I made just a chocolate chip cookie. He really wants me to make the Mexican wedding cookies, or what are they called? Russian tea cakes. They're really the same thing.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
little
Yeah, which are
powdery
great. It's
little
shortbread with nut. There's
yeah.
nothing bad about it. But I'm just like, look, this isn't, you make it. And also, he's not allowed to bake because I just hover over criticizing him.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm kind of insufferable.
The
Um,
life of like being partnered with a mad genius, the
I
artist.
mean, thank you. So Florida goes for cheesecake too. I don't know. Florida shouldn't be involved. What are we doing, Florida? You,
Yeah, next.
yeah, Georgia red velvet pound cake, which feels
Oh,
more
huh?
festive.
Yeah, pound cake is more festive to me. Like we're talking, we're almost getting to bunt territory now.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised though that we don't have something pecan centric in Georgia. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't
Mm.
have like something that sits a little bit more in the pecan warm realm, but
Once
you know,
again, I don't know how much we can trust this.
exactly. Hawaii Oreo cheesecake. Okay, Hawaii, go off. Like yes.
Okay.
There's never a bad time for Oreo cheesecake, in my opinion.
No, it's really good for Thanksgiving. My friend Eric, who's also a great home cook, I went to his place and he made like an Oreo like mousse cake or something like that. And it was so good. And he sprinkled like sea salt and he made his own whipped cream for it. And it was
what's up.
truly so good. So yeah, I can get down with an Oreo cheesecake anytime.
I mean, Oreo anything in a dessert to me is great. It'll never, in fact, I hold back because I know it's always going to be good and it feels like not a challenge. You put Oreo in anything and it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. And I bet if you put Hydrox in that same thing, everyone's dead.
I know exactly.
Everyone
Hydrox.
kills over and dies.
Idaho is candy canes, which I also really respect.
Oh, cute. Well, that's like,
that
this is the first one on the list that we've gotten is like true holiday other than gingerbread cake. But
I agree.
like, hello, now it's a Christmas episode. Let's talk candy canes. Okay, let's talk about sucking on candy canes so long that they become a weapon.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Did you ever fucking stab people with your candy cane knife?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was what, like middle school. I feel like the teachers were constantly annoyed because during the holidays, everyone was always sucking on candy canes and turning them into like these violent weapon daggers.
Like prison shivs. Yeah.
Yes. They were, and then the specifics around when a candy cane breaks and you have to pull it out of the packaging like with your teeth is such like it just like I was doing it. I was crushing candy canes for cookies the other day and I was doing it and I was like, fuck, this is very
such a sense memory.
It's such a sense memory. And I love a candy cane. I love it.
I also really like the satisfaction of unwrapping one perfectly so that it doesn't break as you get around the curve, the horn.
Yeah.
And it all comes off.
Do you think that normal size candy canes taste the same as the small kid size package candy canes?
No. I think the kid size package candy canes are sugarier and the bigger ones are more minty, more of like a full mint experience. I think the little ones are like mostly sugar.
I agree. I think I would always feel gypped when I got the little ones. I was like, buy me a full size candy cane or get the fuck
out.
Yes, please. Like, go fuck yourself if you can't manage to get a full size candy cane for me on this holiday.
Yeah, I did like the little ones because sometimes you just want a brief peppermint experience. You don't want like that hour-long, I'm working on a full candy cane experience.
You just save it for later. Just save half of it for later.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
like I know people do it, but like it's sticky.
Yeah, it would be a sticky mess in my desk. Yeah, absolutely. There was candy cane jizz everywhere. Absolutely. That was what
I used to have. One of the things I used to do with candy canes, and we can move on to the next date if you want, but like is that my mom, to check if me and my brother had brushed our teeth, would have us like run down and do like the smell test. Like we would go and she would smell our breath to make sure we had just brushed our teeth. And so around Christmas time, we would always cheat and use peppermint candy, and
That's
we would suck on peppermint candy, and we would go down and we'd go, and she'd be like, "Very good," and I think she knew, and she was just
yeah.
like giving us a pass.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
actually
and the amount of cavities I've had are untold.
oh, same. 100%. Okay, so Illinois chose chocolate Santas. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so
So
chocolate Santas, again, I don't really that feels like it cannot be true. Like on the list of things as a born and raised Illinoisan,
yeah.
is that like chocolate Santas are like something my Aunt Diane would give us every Christmas with our
Yeah.
present. Like
Yeah.
on the dining table on Christmas Day, she would decorate the dining table with these chocolate Santas. So the chocolate Santas are like, they're these little foil wrapped. It's kind of like a
The
Easter
hollow
bunny.
ones.
Then
It's
they're
like the worst
hollow.
quality chocolate. Yes. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
pretty bad, but
It's should be a
it always
memory.
felt like a bonus when you got them.
Yeah.
You sit down to dinner and you get the chocolate Santa.
Well,
It
but
is
the whole
nostalgic
reason
for me.
it's fun when things are shaped like cool things. That's like part of
Yeah,
it. It's
but then
so
you would unwrap it and the Santa would look truly monstrous, like no
absolutely.
eyeballs,
It was
just a nightmare.
terrifying. And it
Yeah,
would taste bad and you would like put it in your hot chocolate and that was cool, but like,
yeah.
you know, it's not good. So then Indiana is pudding, which is like, how dare you? Iowa Oreo balls. I'm here for it. They were just like,
Cool.
look, we don't give a fuck. Kansas cinnamon rolls. Thank you. Christmas morning
Ooh,
cinnamon rolls.
yeah.
I appreciate that. Kentucky pudding, Louisiana pudding.
Wow. I'm curious
M-
about what this pudding is. Like I would want to know what like the Louisiana Christmas pudding recipe is, but we
Yeah,
can
like are we
crack into that
talking
later.
banana pudding or are we
Or are we
talking like
talking
a trifle?
like pudding in like the British Bake Off sense is like not pudding.
Well, no, pudding is considered, I mean there are many kinds of pudding. And I have an episode that talks about it a little bit about how like
I
pudding
fucking
is
love pudding.
I mean, I love pudding too. Oh, it was Eddie Pepitone's episode. His
Mm.
favorite snack is vanilla pudding. And so their pudding is definitely in America is pretty straightforward. Everywhere else it's not, but it's essentially pastry cream. So it's delicious. It's the filling
Yeah.
part. So
Yeah.
of course we all love it. Maine chocolate truffles, Maryland gingerbread cake,
Mm.
Massachusetts Christmas trifle. Go off,
Okay,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts like, oh, that's so East Coast to be like
A Christmas
Christmas
trifle.
trifle.
What do you use a trifle bowl for any other time of year than for a trifle? Like, is my question. Like, can you use it for any? Because
For
it's
like
so massive and
coins and
takes up space.
pennies.
Yeah, it's huge. I've wanted to get one, but I have to limit myself because I don't have the space for a giant fucking like vase meant for cake.
Wait, now I
So
need to look this up.
a trifle bowl,
Make
it's
sure I
insane.
know. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that's like a candy. That's like a candy cup.
I mean, yes,
But it's
individual trifles.
huge.
Yeah, it's
But it's
huge.
huge.
It's like a big, I mean, it would be fun to make a big ice cream sundae in it, but
Yeah.
look, I'm not rolling in money to get a bunch of that Eddie's, which I now have to call it Eddie's.
You can call it
Michigan,
whatever you want.
I mean, I can. I'm going to call it Edie's. I've called it Edie's forever.
Yeah.
Michigan cheesecake, Minnesota peppermint kiss cookies. Okay,
Oh,
cute.
I do love those.
That's
I love peanut
festive.
butter blossoms
Peanut butter
with
blossoms.
the Hershey Kiss.
Yep,
You know what I'm talking about?
absolutely.
That might be my favorite
100%.
Christmas cookie.
Really?
That might be
Well,
my
that
favorite
does
Christmas
throw
cookie.
me.
Not packaged. I do think peanut butter blossom. I think because I get overwhelmed by all the sugary stuff,
Yeah.
that having a peanut butter, just sugar cookie with that big chocolate middle, I
Yeah.
really like that. Maybe it's not my favorite, but it's up there, top 3.
No, I mean, I think that is completely acceptable. I don't know why. I just like I'm maybe I am a snob. I'm just like resistant. I'm like, oh, that's the best you could do. And it's like, yeah, actually, it's a classic and it tastes delicious.
It's simple, it's straightforward, and like I have really sensitive teeth, and so sometimes I have to pull away from like the really like sugary icing-y ones.
I'm the same way. And yet here we are. Wait, so you'll love this.
But you're like a masochist, like you'll do whatever.
I know I'm sick. I'm like really sick.
You loved that the milk dud pulled my tooth out. I'll never forget that you were like, I would love that.
Well,
it was a nightmare for me.
A dot pulled out my crown.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I crunched down on my crown.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And that cost me $600.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I chipped a tooth on a Jolly Rancher. Like, it's so stupid. I was crunching hard candy last night. I'm a sick person. So
No.
I know. Mississippi
I mean, you
Red
are like
Velvet
an addict. Maybe that's part of it.
Oh, it is part of it for sure. Because then I'm just like immediately.
Can
like,
I say that? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sober. I mean, like, look, I have a fucking snack podcast. If I was not sober, it would be a drug podcast.
Drug time.
I know, it would be literally like drug time. Here's this narc energy I'm bringing you straight. Who has drugs? Wait, so Missouri is vegan Christmas cookies, which is kind of like
that can't be true.
I can't. Like, I don't know what.
I'm sorry. Like, I know this whole segment is based on this, but this list is trash.
No, this list is trash for sure. Montana Yule log cake, which I love.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay,
I actually think I should make one this year. Yes,
you should make one.
Nebraska York peppermint.
You should make
patties.
one and you should give it to me.
I have made one before and now I'm going to make one again. I think I'm going to make a peppermint chocolate Yule log cake because.
Oh my God.
I'll make it. Yes. I'll make it this weekend, which doesn't matter because this podcast is not coming out until Christmas. So Montana Yule log cake, Nebraska York peppermint patties, which is disgusting. Nebraska, you're heinous. Nevada cheesecake, New Hampshire gingerbread men, love it. Yeah. New Jersey chocolate Santas checks out because Italians and East Coast people love clutter. We're big on clutter. We love to shove things in. So for me, like my stocking has always been stuffed with completely useless, inedible things, and a chocolate Santa sits in that realm.
That happens in my stocking as well.
Yeah. I mean, my mom loves knickknacks and I'm like, stop giving it to me because I have a sick emotional attachment to my mom. And so I'm always like, I need to keep every single thing that she gives to me. And I'm like, if you give me another novelty magnet that I have to hold on for the rest of my life because I'm so scared of losing you, I will fucking. I have like magnets that say the most wacky shit and I can't.
I have stuff from my mom that is like, I have this little like tray that's in my bathroom that my mom found at this like one of these cutie little like women-owned boutiques. And and it says, I got it from my fucking mom. It's like a cute like little tray. And I'm like, do I hate this? Yeah. Do I have to have this in my home? Yeah.
It's like, honestly, I just have to accept that I'm never going to have one of those like minimalist, gorgeous, like mid-century type vibes. Like everything is clutter.
No, I'm a maximalist.
I just can't, like everything is, I'm like, look how it's just full on. Like, what are
like, that's the bookshelf, right?
I live for that.
I've got like a quail bust. I've got like a brass unicorn. I've got every card anyone's ever sent me.
Yeah, I had to start throwing out.
If people are watching, yes, that is duct tape on my door window because my dog pulled down my curtain, and so I couldn't be fucked to fix it. And it's duct tape. Yeah.
You're sick. Lola eats a curtain like a fucking monster.
Well, she thought I was dying because I was like having an excited reaction to my friend telling me that she was like getting married or whatever. And I was like, And so I was
Yeah.
outside on the phone, and so she thought it was like go time. My person is in danger, and she was freaking out. She also scratched the door too, if you can see. I
Jesus.
don't know, but she thought I was dying because I was like having a very excited, emotional reaction.
What a sweet angel. What a
She's really
perfect sweet
great.
angel.
She's really
Okay.
great.
I want to finish this list because we have to
Yeah.
get to fuck, marry, kill, Polly. And I
Okay.
don't want to, and so let's run through this. Ready? We've got New Mexico cheesecake, New York cheesecake, makes sense for New York, North Carolina fruitcake, heinous. You'll love
Oh
this.
my God.
North Dakota peanut butter blossoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for you. Cheesecake seems to be one of the most populars because we've got Ohio cheesecake, Oklahoma cheesecake, Oregon. Is it Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
Okay, whatever. Oregon peppermint bark. Thank you.
I love peppermint bark.
Okay, Pennsylvania gingerbread cheesecake, which, yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever had that, and now I must.
With the gingerbread crust, now I have to make that too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how are we doing this? Okay, Rhode Island Christmas trifle, shout out, yes. South Carolina
Also
fruitcake.
bougie East Coast.
Yeah, bougie East Coast with your fucking
So North
giant
Carolina
ass
and
cup.
South Carolina are fruitcake.
No,
Okay.
yeah. No, wait. What is South? Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, they're both. It's disgusting. The Carolinas should be scratched.
Excommunicated.
Tennessee pudding. Okay, whatever. Tennessee. Texas peppermint chocolate chip cookies. Again, has to be a lie.
I feel like it's a misnomer. I feel like it's a mistake.
The giant states are just like the dumbest in the world. Like
It can't
how?
be true. It can't be true. It can't be true.
No, Utah Jolly Ranchers.
Boo.
That's a summer candy.
That's like a summer candy, and it's like not like that's not even like what I would be talking about when we're talking about holiday stuff. That was also my reaction to M&Ms. It's like, no.
Well, the only reason why I get M&Ms is because they have seasonal M&Ms, but they don't have seasonal Jolly Ranchers.
No.
So no. Vermont chocolate chip cookies, classic. Virginia gingerbread men, love. Washington Skittles.
Boo.
What is that?
That's not Christmas. What are you talking about?
What is that? West Virginia fudge, fine. Wisconsin Andy's peppermints.
Yes.
And then Wyoming Andy's peppermints, fine. Wyoming eggnog, which has been like completely, I love eggnog.
I fucking love eggnog. I didn't think we were talking about beverages, and I do think that's a beverage.
Well, it's kind of a beverage.
I get drunk on eggnog.
Okay, but it's so thick that it's like, I guess it depends on the kind of eggnog you have.
Would you call milkshake a beverage?
No.
You would not call a milkshake a beverage?
No, actually, I would call it a snack.
Okay, so then eggnog is a snack.
Interesting. I guess a milkshake is a beverage, but it doesn't feel like it.
My family has the booziest eggnog recipe ever. It will fuck you up. It's like crazy.
I love it. Okay.
Love it. And then we grate nutmeg on top.
Ooh, you get the freshies.
Yeah, the fresh, full with a little microplane.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean by your mom being like fancy, but not bragging about it.
But not bragging about it. She's just like, this is just what's best.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into fuck, marry, kill Polly, which is just like fuck, marry, kill, except you get to have a poly partner, which means that in addition to your married partner, you get to engage with whatever you choose as little or as much as you like. So it's pretty simple. You can like use them you can have them, but you're married as your main.
Okay.
That's like who you're committed to.
Are you poly?
No.
Okay.
I didn't mean to say I didn't
say.
mean to say no in that way. I'm not judging
No, there's nothing
the
wrong
poly
with it, but it just
community.
didn't seem like you. It just doesn't seem like that would
No,
vibe with your vibe.
no, my vibe is too neurotic and over
Yeah.
analytical to even be able to touch that. Like, God bless if you can
Yeah.
sit in. I don't need. I like. It would take so much therapy for me to like process.
That my
And
person wanted anyone else.
yeah. Well, or that like I would be able to like separate my emotions like that. Like that just doesn't. I'm too psychotic.
Yeah.
God bless the people that can. But for the sake of this, it's pretty fun. Okay. So we've got 3 categories. We've got work party snacks for
Okay.
Santa, but it's actually for me. And then Christmas stocking leftovers.
Okay.
So, first category, work party snacks. Here are your choices for fuck, marry, kill, Polly. We've got Chex Mix, a cheese ball and crackers. So you're slicing into that cheese ball, slathering it on a cracker, the kind with nuts.
Okay.
Store brand frosted sugar cookies.
Ooh.
And then peppermint Hershey's Kisses.
Ooh. Okay. What was the first one?
Chex Mix.
Okay.
So none of these are like incredible, but you will find these at a work party on the spread.
So I'm going to marry the grocery store cookies.
Oh my God.
I love grocery store cookies. The soft ones. We're talking the
Wow.
soft ones with the frosting. Yeah.
That's like my enemy, but go off.
I
Why do I
don't
keep
know
saying
what
go
it
off
is.
this episode?
It's because I'm a yes queen. I'm a woo
Yeah.
girl. I'm
Yeah.
like that's the vibe I bring.
I literally just keep saying go off. Like it's mortifying.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Because so I don't know what it is, but like those cookies are so ingrained in me nostalgically that like, yeah, it's like how
Yeah.
you marry your dad. Like that's why I'm marrying these cookies is because like this is like the only thing I've ever known, and that's what makes me feel
Yeah.
safe. Okay, but I want to fuck the cheese ball
Yeah.
with the crackers.
Yeah.
Because I love cheese and crackers. I was born in Wisconsin, raised in Illinois. My whole extended family's in Wisconsin. And so like cheese and crackers, like that is intimacy. That is hot. That is like you're spreading the cheese on the cracker, like spreading it out. That's
Yeah.
it's
Absolutely.
vulgar. In
Oh,
fact,
it's so good. And you
you're
get
cutting
to
the cheese ball in half,
I love a
opening it
mushy
up.
cheese. A mushy cheese.
A pub cheese too.
I love a pub cheese. To me, you can't have, there's not enough flavors of pub cheese.
No, there should be more.
need-
There's a lot. You get a lot of options in Wisconsin. You got to come through
Yeah.
the Mars Cheese Castle. And
I have gone through the Mars Cheese Castle.
what do you think of it?
I mean, look, I think it's fucking glorious. I've gotten
Okay.
cheese curds there. I've gotten,
Yeah.
if you think I haven't fucking gone full out, I've been to the Mars Cheese Castle twice.
Oh my God. I keep forgetting that you like moved here from Chicago.
Yeah, no, I lived in Chicago for a long time. A lot of people from Wisconsin, and a big fan of Wisconsin cheese. Like it's not a trope. You're totally right.
It's not a trope, and it's not like an inaccurate like caricature of Wisconsin. Like we do fucking love cheese, and we do it really well.
They do it really fucking well. So A+.
I would fuck
the cheese
fuck
ball.
the cheese ball, and then I would kill Chex Mix because Chex Mix, I know you're a picker, but I don't like that. Like I want my handful to be good, and there's too many things in Chex Mix that don't quite do it for me. And I like picking out like what are my favorite things in Chex Mix? I like the little toasts, not the dark one, only the light one.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, don't cancel me.
Canceled.
But it's like the rye toast I don't like.
Yeah.
And but the white toast, the garlicky, I really like. I like the sort of Gardettos, and I mean the Chex themselves are good as well. But I
They're
don't
not my
know.
favorite. Look, I love Chex Mix, and I think a full hand is great. I don't like the light colored Chex. I think they're just in there for show. I love the Chex that are covered in spice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it when it's really like I like getting a Dorito that has so much Dorito seasoning you can't even see the chip. So
It's
I think
a
what I'm looking for in
blessing.
Chex Mix is more of that seasoning. Like I love like flavor blasted goldfish. Like
Mm.
in my opinion, like if you know that flavor blasted goldfish exist, why would you ever get normal goldfish? Is like sort of where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand that. I want a
So like
dust on my
if
fingers.
if a flavor blasted Chex Mix came out where that like garlicky powder or whatever it is like
Mm.
tripled, I think I would fuck with Chex Mix more. So
Okay.
kill Chex Mix, and then my Polly is the mint Hershey's Kiss, the peppermint
Okay.
Hershey's Kiss because that's cute and that's a little
Peppermint Hershey's
sexy.
Kiss. I like it, the swirled ones. And I'm not like, I mean, that
Yeah.
if that's closer to a mint melt away that you were
Yes.
talking about earlier,
Yes.
then I'm here for it because
Yeah, but
there's
it's
no
not
like
white chocolate, so just keep that in mind.
fair.
Yeah.
I like white chocolate. I
My
don't mind
favorite
it.
candy bar as a kid was Hershey's cookies and
Cookies
cream.
and cream. Yeah.
I had my AIM screen name was Cookies and Cream 545.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I fucking love you. Cookies and
Mhm.
cream. Mine was LA Cats 14.
Oh, wow.
Like the fact I had to put cats into everything that I did. It's mortifying. Okay, so I would kill the store brand frosted sugar cookies because I think they're an abomination. I
Okay.
would marry the cheese ball and crackers. I'm with you on that because it's
Okay.
just like, ugh, what a match made in heaven. I would poly with the peppermint Hershey kisses. I probably wouldn't go out with them a ton because
Mhm.
but I need to have the balance. Like if I'm sitting there putting cheese in my face, I've got to have a little bit of that like
That little
peppermint
like
kiss.
cutie little
Yes.
just a
And then
kiss.
I would fuck the
And maybe
Chex
some other
Mix.
stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes I go in on Chex Mix and I lose control completely. And
Whoa.
yeah, sometimes I really lose control and I'm shoveling handfuls.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it can be a problem, but just a once in a while fuck is not too bad.
Mhm.
Okay, so then we have for Santa, but not for me as a category. So it's like the shit that like you leave out for Santa, but it's like, bitch, we're eating it. Here are your choices. We've got eggnog, which we love.
Okay.
2, homemade sugar cookies. I'm talking crispy outside, chewy inside.
Ooh.
3, frosted gingerbread cookies.
Okay.
And 4, hot cocoa with marshmallows.
Okay.
Oh,
So
and a
sorry.
candy cane in it.
And a what?
And
Oh,
a
and a candy cane
in it.
in the hot chocolate.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is not for Santa, but for me.
Well, it's like, when you were a kid, you would put out stuff for Santa,
Yeah.
but like as an adult, Santa's, well, I don't know who listens to this, but Santa may or may not be real,
I
but you
think
end
you're
up
fine.
eating it.
We're talking about fucking things.
Okay, yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. Santa is not real. But anyway, it's like stuff that you would end up eating. You like leave it out and it's like supposed to be for Santa, but it's like, no, I'm eating this myself.
Okay, so am I picking one?
No, you're still doing fuck, marry, kill, Polly.
Oh. Okay. So I would kill Frosted Gingerbread Man, and I know you're gonna be upset about that
Yeah, that's okay.
because
You get to make your own choices.
it's the only like human form, and you would think you would want to fuck that or do something with it, right? But like,
Mhm.
I don't care for it.
Okay,
And
fair.
I think gingerbread men especially get really hard and dried
Love it.
out.
I like it.
And like I just need a little bit more give with a partner. All right.
I think that's fine.
I'm going to marry hot chocolate. I fucking love hot chocolate. It's the reason for the season. It is like you get a period of time to have it, and it is so decadent when it's done right. And it has to be done right. There are really like watery hot chocolates out there, but I'm talking good hot chocolate, like
Yeah.
the peppermint in it, the marshmallows.
The candy
There's
cane in it
something
for me
everyone.
is just like,
The candy cane is like, it's like bringing a vibrator in with a partner. It's
yes.
like
Wow, that's
I'm
such a good
definitely
call.
coming
Yeah, the candy cane and the hot chocolate is equivalent to that.
to
Absolutely.
so what did I say? I'm gonna marry hot chocolate.
Yeah, you're gonna marry hot chocolate
I'm gonna marry hot chocolate, but
you'll
we're gonna
wanna
have a
fuck.
great sex life.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And then I'm gonna wait, what was the very first one?
The first one was eggnog.
Okay. I'm going to fuck eggnog and Polly with the sugar cookie. I'm gonna fuck eggnog because eggnog is a ride. In my household, where it's the most alcoholic thing in the tri-state
Yeah.
area. I mean, tri-state area is not what Illinois is, but do you know what I mean? It's the
Sure.
most alcoholic thing in the Midwest is the
Love.
eggnog we make. So like having eggnog is like going on a ride, like we are having a bender. I'm fucking
Yeah.
eggnog.
For
And
sure.
I'm not gonna remember it the next morning, but I'm gonna know it was a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it's just so decadent. It's so bad for you. And it's like so objectively, like if you just look at it in an objective way without the nostalgia of it being like Christmas time or whatever, it's like gross, but it's
Yeah.
actually really, really good. And and then I'm going to Polly with the sugar cookie because I just think they're really dependable and like so great and like really good for just like going out and having some fun, but like and like communicating with each other. Like I feel like a sugar cookie like that would communicate with you well.
I like that.
So
I
like
like
no
that.
one's feelings are getting hurt.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I would disagree with would be the sugar cookies and the frosted gingerbread cookies. Like I would marry the hot cocoa with marshmallows. I would kill the homemade sugar cookies. Or actually,
You would kill homemade sugar cookies?
yeah, I would kill the homemade sugar cookies because I can take those or leave those. The frosted gingerbread cookies for me, I love. And
But they get so brittle. Like that
I like
hurts my
it.
teeth. Okay.
No, I
Yeah,
love
you're
it.
right
I love the
because
texture.
you're a little freak.
I'm a freak. I love stale stuff. I like live for it. I will eat a gingerbread house that is 4 months old. If you think I won't, you're fucking kidding yourself.
That's insane, Lindsay. That's
No,
insane.
I know.
It
I would
tastes
be the
bad.
one.
It's actively a bad time.
Yeah, absolutely. People would be like, ugh, this gingerbread house, gross. And I'd be like, can I eat it? And they would be like, if you want. And then I would eat it. And they would be horrified. So that was
my
my
God.
childhood. Yeah, I'm disgusting. Undebatable.
I have to show you this gingerbread house that the Swiftie made that was like based off the Folklore album, The Cardigan. She like piped like cardigan, like woven fabric with like frosting piping. It's insane. It's so good.
Okay. Send that to me ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would poly with the eggnog and I guess like I'm drinking a lot on the Christmas holidays. And then I would fuck the gingerbread cookies. Okay, so here's our last category of fuck, marry, kill, poly. We have Christmas stocking leftovers. So we've got a Ferrero Rocher chocolate, packaged fruit.
Oh my God, classic. Yeah. My grandma gets me those all the time.
They're classic. We've got packaged fruit cake, like the kind you would get at World Market. We've got ribbon candy. And
What's
then we
that?
have ribbon candy. It's like the hard candy that's like in the shape of a ribbon, like grandma candy.
Okay.
And then we have candy canes.
Oh, okay. This one's an immediate answer for me.
Great.
Okay, I am going to marry candy canes. Dependable, hard candy. It's there for the long haul. Delicious, and it can protect you because you can make it into a prison ship.
There you go.
Okay, so marrying candy canes. I am polying with Ferrero Rocher,
Got it.
okay? Because I love Ferrero Rocher, but they're always a little stale. So I feel like I'm not into polyculture, but I feel like it's like, oh, it's so exciting, it's so shiny, it's so hot, and then you like get into it and it's like, no, I think I'm just gonna go back to my normal partner, you
Yeah,
know? And
for sure.
then I'm definitely killing packaged fruitcake.
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't mind it, but yeah, I would kill it.
I don't think I've ever had fruitcake that I think like the classic thing with fruitcake is that it's bad and people hate it.
My mom loves it, but yes.
I really don't like warm. Well, we can't get into this. I don't really like warm fruit.
I understand that.
Okay, like I don't I always take like tomatoes off of my burgers because I'm like, what is this?
Got it.
This is supposed to be cold. Like I love a caprese salad. Anyway, so I don't like warm fruit. I don't like the idea of fruitcake. I will kill that with no remorse. I will not lose a wink of sleep. And then I guess I'm gonna be fucking whatever that weirdo little hard candy is.
Yes, I actually agree with you tenfold on all of these, which makes
Yay!
it super easy. Okay, well, we do have to wrap this up, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but I love you so much. Thank you for doing this Christmas episode. Everybody get in the Discord and chit chat about your favorite holiday snacks.
Yeah.
Ellie, where can everybody find you?
I am at Ellie MCE on all socials. And I just launched a new podcast called What's Your Favorite Taylor Swift Song? So if you're a snacker, if you're a snack timer, whatever your fans are called, and you are also into Taylor Swift or you're curious about her or you're like, I hate her and I want to hate listen to this,
T
check
Swift
us out.
Curious.
Check us out where it's called What's Your Favorite Taylor Swift Song? T Swift Curious. It's on everywhere where you can get your podcast, but you can follow us. I'm always posting a shit ton on the Instagram. It's at WYF_TSS on Instagram or at WYFTSS on Twitter.
Yay. Okay. You're amazing. We'll have you on to talk about your fave childhood snack. And I think we got to do a snack facts episode also.
Yeah. I
So
have a really, really, really quick question before we go.
of course.
Is that one Christmas, my Aunt Diane, who is a character, made rum balls, and she asked me to write cards out because she read a Dear Abby article that if someone is a recovering alcoholic and they accidentally have a rum ball, it can send them into relapse.
Yeah.
And this made me laugh so much because like no one in my family is a recovering alcoholic. And like, it was so funny that she was like, but what if they are?
Right.
But so I'm wondering like, where do you stand as, a sober person on like rum balls and then like the message, like having a message of being like, this has alcohol?
I feel like it's your personal responsibility, like, and your personal choice. I just avoid it. I don't need to like have a mental panic that I just ingested.
That I just had, like, that I just threw away years of.
Right. So like I'm just like I'm avoiding it because I'm just like I'm neurotic and I don't need to like deal with that internal
whatever that would do with my brain. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So that's a win for Aunt Diane. Shout out Aunt Diane. Being really thoughtful about like making sure no one in our immediate family, maybe they're a secret recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
So
shout out.
She made me write little signs.
Shout out to the recovering alcoholics this holiday season and all the snack limitations you have. They're not really limitations because there's so many, but
there's so many. I mean, everything we talked about, like, I think the one thing that had alcohol was the eggnog. Yeah. And eggnog does not have to have alcohol.
Yeah. I drink it without alcohol. So it exists. Yeah. Well, I love you. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for listening. And we will see you next time.